Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Miami's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st down here for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. He's got it on the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll try to run for it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulls his way forward. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And the Volunteers get it past the sticks.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
And the Vols with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Boone. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box?
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. At midfield, he's got room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Going up top on 1st down. He's right on target. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Dances away from one. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
Tennessee, 7, Miami, 0.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Looking downfield, it's Ware. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown ball.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point,
he lobs one high down the left side. And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snags a quick pass on the left. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. The ball's headed quickly to the line. Give to the back. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee 21, Miami 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and now they'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. And now it's just going to be a passing game.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crash them down. They've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He wants to go deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. All kinds of running room. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the gun, running back on the move. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The back goes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane. Getting set for the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
No chance he's taking a knee. Here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to pass. It's Ware. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Got room at the 35. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant 1st half performance. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. To the ground with the back. Running with power. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
It's complete on the right side. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Tennessee! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
He's got it. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun on 3rd down. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Canes send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Scanning the field, it's Ware. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Running toward the tape. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. They're working that left side. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Surging forward on the sneak. And the Volunteers are marching down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
And it slipped through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Ware. Makes his connection. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the give off the left side. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown ball! And the route is on. And this defense is just getting squeezed beast by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter on that. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Lofts one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll leave it with him. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right back to the well. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the pummeling has started. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Tennessee, 49. Miami, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
See, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Canes will send out the punt unit. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys...
He's off to the races. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Volunteer! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tennessee 56, Miami 7.
They're lining up to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And they're...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3 or 4 or 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Running behind that left side. At the 45, on his way. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll run this play from the pistol. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. This offense has a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. The Volunteers will keep this drive going.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Across the 25, he's got room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Third and goal from way back there.
Come on, set.
The give and tick, 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 tick. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got a man. It's Alexander. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle. It's Rivera. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Floats it out in space. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Alexander. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a win.